Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're diving into one of the most scenic and beloved passenger trains in the United States, the Downeaster. Whether you're a rail fan, a traveler planning your next New England adventure, or just curious about America's railway journeys, this video will take you on a full ride through the Downeaster experience, its history, its route, the towns it connects, the views it offers, and the role it plays in the regional transportation network. So sit back, relax, and let's explore this remarkable train together. Let's start with the basics. The Downeaster is a passenger train operated by Amtrak that runs between Boston, Massachusetts and Brunswick, Maine. This route covers approximately 145 miles and makes several stops along the way, including major cities and charming small towns like Portland, Old Orchard Beach, and Freeport. It's a train that weaves through the heart of New England and gives passengers a unique blend of urban energy, seaside charm, and rural peace. Now, one of the reasons people love the Downeaster is because of the route itself. When you board this train, you're not just getting from one place to another, you're immersing yourself in the landscape. You pass through thick forests, cross tranquil rivers, ride alongside the Atlantic Ocean, and cruise past historic towns. It's truly a scenic journey and one of the most underrated train rides in the United States. For many, it's a relaxing alternative to driving or flying, offering comfort and beautiful views without the stress of traffic or airport lines. The Downeaster originally launched service on December 15, 2001. That date marked the return of passenger rail service between Boston and Portland for the first time since 1965. The restoration of this route was a huge deal for residents of Maine and New Hampshire, as well as for people in northern Massachusetts. The project had been in the works for years, and when it finally came together, it was met with excitement and optimism. Since then, the Downeaster has grown in popularity and expanded its reach further north to Brunswick in 2012. This expansion to Brunswick was especially important because it connected more communities to Boston and gave people even more reasons to choose rail over cars. Today, the full route from Boston's North Station to Brunswick includes stops in towns like Woburn, Haverhill, Exeter, Dover, Durham, Wells, Saco, Old Orchard Beach, Portland, Freeport, and finally Brunswick. Some of these stations are seasonal or limited to certain trains, but overall, the Downeaster serves a mix of commuters, students, tourists, and locals. Let's talk about the train experience itself. When you board the Downeaster, you're stepping into a clean, comfortable, and well-maintained train. The seats are spacious and recline nicely. There are power outlets at each seat, free Wi-Fi on board, and large windows that give you great views throughout the ride. There's also a Café copyright car where you can grab snacks, drinks, and light meals. The atmosphere on board is usually calm and pleasant. It's the kind of place where you can read a book, get some work done, or simply watch the scenery roll by. One of the most appreciated features of the Downeaster is its reliability and customer service. The crews are generally friendly and helpful, and the schedule tends to be consistent. That makes a big difference for people who use the train regularly, whether they're commuting to Boston for work or heading to Portland for the weekend. Over the years, Amtrak has made investments in upgrading tracks, improving speeds, and enhancing station facilities. All of this has made the Downeaster one of Amtrak's most successful regional services in terms of passenger satisfaction and ridership growth. Now, let's take a moment to talk about some of the specific towns and cities served by the Downeaster. Starting in Boston, you board the train at North Station, one of the city's major transportation hubs. From there, the train quickly transitions from the urban core into the suburban and rural areas of Massachusetts. The first few stops, like Woburn and Haverhill, are commuter-friendly locations with easy connections to the greater Boston area. As the train continues north, you reach the New Hampshire towns of Exeter, Durham, and Dover. These are historic towns with beautiful architecture, leafy streets, and strong community vibes. Durham is home to the University of New Hampshire, so you'll often see students riding the train to and from campus. Dover is one of the oldest towns in New Hampshire and has a growing arts and dining scene. Exeter, meanwhile, is known for its historic charm and vibrant Main Street. Crossing into Maine, the Downeaster stops in Wells and Saco, two small towns with big personalities. Wells is a popular destination for beachgoers during the summer months, and the train station there offers easy access to the coastline. Saco, located just south of Portland, has a growing population and is connected to the nearby city of Bidford, which has become something of a cultural hotspot in recent years. Then comes Old Orchard Beach, one of the most famous and beloved seaside resorts in New England. During the summer, this station is buzzing with tourists heading to the beach, the amusement parks, and the iconic pier. The Downeaster is a fantastic way to reach Old Orchard Beach without having to worry about parking or traffic. It's a seasonal stop, though, mainly serving during the peak vacation months. As we get closer to Portland, the scenery becomes more coastal, and you start to feel that distinct Maine atmosphere. Portland is a vibrant, artistic, and culinary gem of a city. It's one of the most popular destinations in the Northeast, and for good reason. Great food, beautiful harbor views, and a strong sense of identity. The Downeaster stops at Portland Transportation Center, which is located just outside the downtown area and has connections to local buses and other travel options. Next comes Freeport, home to the world-famous L.L. Bean flagship store and a variety of outlet shops and boutique stores. It's a great destination for shopping, walking, and exploring a classic Maine village. Finally, the train arrives in Brunswick, a charming college town that's home to Bowdoin College. Brunswick has a thriving arts scene, lovely parks, and a relaxed, friendly feel. It's the northernmost point of the Downeaster route, at least for now. One of the best parts of the Downeaster is its commitment to sustainability and public service. By providing an alternative to driving, the train helps reduce carbon emissions, ease highway congestion, and promote smart growth. It's supported in part by the Northern New England Passenger Rail Authority, or NIPRA, which works closely with Amtrak and local governments to keep the service running smoothly and expand when possible. And if you're wondering about ridership, the numbers have generally been strong. Even during difficult times like the pandemic, the Downeaster adapted with safety measures, limited capacity, and flexible ticketing. Ridership rebounded well in the following years, especially during peak travel seasons. Many people appreciate the affordability and convenience of the train, especially when gas prices are high or when they want to avoid long highway drives. Another cool thing about the Downeaster is how it fits into the bigger picture of rail travel in America. It's part of Amtrak's Northeast Regional System, and while it doesn't connect directly to Amtrak's ASLA or Northeast Corridor trains, passengers can easily transfer in Boston to continue south toward New York, Philadelphia, Washington, and beyond. That makes it a useful piece of the puzzle for longer rail adventures. Over the years, there have been talks about future expansions and upgrades. Some people dream of extending the route further into Maine, perhaps toward Augusta or even Bangor. Others are focused on increasing frequency, reducing travel time, and improving infrastructure. These kinds of improvements take time and funding, but the overall public support for the Downeaster is strong, which gives advocates hope for continued progress. So, whether you're planning your next trip, dreaming of a scenic ride through New England, or just curious about America's passenger rail system, the Downeaster is a train worth knowing. It's reliable, relaxing, and beautiful. It's also deeply tied to the communities it serves, helping to connect people, places, and possibilities. And that brings us to the end of our journey today. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the Downeaster and learned something new about this incredible train. If you've ever ridden the Downeaster, I'd love to hear your experience. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. And if you're planning to ride it for the first time, let me know what you're most excited about. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more train stories and rail adventures, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, keep rolling forward.